Okay, so today we're doing a little bit of a different dish. It's called spaghetti al Nero di Seppia, which it's a dish from Naples, and it's a dish with calamari, spaghetti injected with squid ink, parsley, crushed red pepper, and some salt and pepper and wine. And this is definitely a dish you want to use white wine with. You don't want to use red wine. You won't have the right flavor like you normally would with a seafood type of dish. Okay, our first step is to cut our calamari, and we're going to cut our calamari into strips like this. And now it's really important that before you start cutting, that your calamari is dry, or it's as dry as it can be. That way it doesn't impart the extra moisture into the sauce. So as you can see, like so, this is how I'm cutting the calamari here. And for the squid tentacles, you could keep those intact, or you can cut them a little bit. I'm just going to choose to cut them just a little bit, nothing crazy. Okay, and this is our calamari. I basically put 2/3 of all of my calamari here, and then I have about 1/3 here, just because I don't know we'll need all of this calamari, and we may want to do some fried calamari or something on the side, because we only have 500 grams of pasta, and this is a total of 900 grams of calamari, so that's quite a bit. Okay, so our next step is to cut our parsley, and I'm going to cut the stems. We're going to use the stems, and we're also going to use the leaves on the top there. So, and you could also use a food processor, which I may end up doing here, but if you want it as fine as possible. But I'm just here cutting the stems here. Okay, and then I'm just going to set those aside. And now we're going to chop our parsley. And this is where, if you want, you could use that food processor. You don't really have to, though. Okay, so our first step is to come in with our olive oil, and we're going to be on low heat, and we're going to be generous with the olive oil, because remember, this is basically going to be our sauce, the olive oil. So actually, even just a little more. Okay, so 4 or 5, maybe even 6 tablespoons olive oil. All right, we're going to crush our garlic. Only using 2 cloves. Okay, so that's our crushed garlic. And just so it does not burn, we're just going to come in with a little bit of water, so it doesn't burn. Because we don't want burned garlic. Doesn't taste good. Okay, so now we're just going to come in with our crushed red pepper. And then we're going to actually come in with our parsley as well. As well. And again, we're working on low. We're not burning anything. So this is what we call spaghetti that's injected with squid ink. And it's really a popular dish. And this is actually a dish that spawned out of Naples, Italy, where they basically inject the squid ink into the pasta so it has more of an ocean type of taste. And it's really good with seafood-based dishes. Now we're ready for the calamari. And we're cooking a lot of calamari. Again, we're working on low. Slow and steady wins the race. Ready to come in with our wine. We're just doing a glass of wine, and we're going to make sure that the wine evaporates before we put in the pasta. Okay, now we're coming in with some salt and pepper. Okay, this dish is going to be full of flavor. Yeah, we're going to put our rock salt in, and that our water's boiling, and we're also going to drop in our pasta. And that should take about 12 minutes to cook, but you want to taste it just to make sure that it's done. So this is the spaghetti here. It's still cooking. Our spaghetti into our sauce. And remember, the last minute, it's going to be cooking in the sauce. All right, and then we're gonna mix this in to our sauce. And if you want to add, cheese, you can. I'm actually gonna go cheeseless because I want it to be all about the calamari today. And I'm actually gonna come in with a little bit of pasta water, nothing crazy, just to help mix our ingredients in. Up our pasta, and I'm just going to make this here. We're going to come in with our sauce here. Oh. Come in with a little bit more of our pasta. A little bit of our calamari. And I am going to plate it with, or garnish it with a little more parsley, a little bit of crushed red pepper. And this is basically our pasta here. You can taste the wine with the calamari. And this is a spicier dish. So, use as much as or as little as the chili flakes as you'd like.